What's up, everybody? Bug Eating Yuge here, and I'm taking over Ty's channel for the moment until he gets back. And we have a special guest today, Nick from God Mode. How you
Hey
doing, Nick?
everybody, how you doing? Good
If
man.
you,
Thanks for having me.
we'll explain who God Mode is later on and towards the end of this stream, but we're here to talk about Superman. First and foremost, I know you personally, you don't go out to watch these superhero movies like that, right?
No, I usually don't.
And I was actually surprised when you said you were gonna go watch it. Actually,
Yeah, I was too. It was a spur of the moment gift from my girlfriend. She figured it'd be something fun to do, and I went with it, and I was super happy that I went. We saw it
now
in
let
3D. It was awesome.
Okay, now let me ask you, you didn't watch the previous iteration of the DC universe they tried building before, right?
I think the last thing I saw DC wise would have been the most recent Batman.
Yeah, I
But
remember we
other than
we
that,
watched that together, yeah.
yeah,
And funny enough, that's in this it's an Elseworld thing, but it's still with this new regime at DC they got going on right now. And I know, like we said, you don't really keep up with the superhero stuff, and you said you love this movie overall, right?
yeah, it was phenomenal. I totally recommend it, especially in the theater compared to waiting for it to come out at home. I think
I
there's a
agree.
lot of cinematography stuff in the movie that you would appreciate on the gigantic screen.
I definitely agree. There's definitely moments in the movie where, like, for example, very first flight scene that we have where he recovers after getting that dose of red yellow sun. Right then and there, and it's funny because James Gunn is one of those people that he puts all his effort into a shot or the script, everything that involves making a movie better. Which if you know his track record with Guardians and the MCU, he's made quality films. Have you watched the Guardians of the Galaxy movies?
The first two, yeah.
Okay. Third one is a tough watch because it's a lot of difficult things that go on in that movie, and he does a good job of bringing out that emotion out of certain characters, which he did a lot of in this one with Clark Kent and Superman. Now, my original gripe that I had with this movie was there wasn't enough Daily Planet stuff in it for me, honestly. Wanted to see that dynamic with, Jimmy, Lois, Perry, the usual cast there in the Daily Planet.
Right. Yeah, I could see your point on that. I think for the pacing of the movie, they
Mm.
had to kind of limit it to keep everything frenetic and crazy, and all this stuff is happening, and there's not enough time. You've got an imminent war happening. You've got um, the whole Twitter jail thing going on. Like there were a lot of different things happening all at once that
Yeah.
they had to kind of stack, I guess, on top of each other to make it like make that pressure kind of felt in the story.
Yeah. Lore of Superman, right? Are you well versed in it or no?
For the most part, I got the basics down. I
Um.
watched a little bit of the the Superman cartoons, from
Okay.
the what would that be the
The animated series.
2000s,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
2010s, whatever it was. Along with that era of those Batman cartoons that everybody liked so much. That's kind of my background.
Okay. So I've seen some complaints about the end of the message that supposedly said Superman was there to take over. I I can see some of the gripes that people had with it, but and then I was listening to other people's reviews and they were talking about maybe it was Brainiac who, you know, um messed with that message, made it seem like the way it was cuz as we know, uh Clark's parents are, you know, basically like him, high and mighty, do good, do right by your man. Um and I like that in the opening crawl, James Gunn established this universe.
Yeah.
So they've been around for 300 years, metahumans, and it wasn't until 3 years ago, in this universe, that Superman came to the forefront of everybody in the world. and it was like you were talking about. He stopped the war, and then
Hmm.
that's where the story uh picks up, like the ramifications of a metahuman getting involved in, I guess international affairs at this point, if you want to talk about it.
Right.
And it's a being that's like so strong that he could easily destroy mankind if he wanted to, but there's a lot of it's funny, hope and optimism going into this movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully, start a new universe, kind of like scrape underneath what happened previously with the last regime.
Hmm.
Blue Beetle was a part of this franchise, or not this franchise, but this universe. I enjoyed it, and then we had Creature Commandos. We we don't know what's going on with the Batman situation as far as for this universe, because we know Pattinson's going to be in the Elseworld stuff.
Okay.
James Gunn did confirm that each movie going forward is going to have a different tone in each movie, and as we saw in this one, it was like you were talking about the Superman animated show. It had that whimsical aspect to it, and then introducing basically the start of this version of the Justice League with Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Hot Girl. And I know you didn't know who Guy Gardner was. I remember in the chat we were talking about it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I thought the movie did really well for somebody that's completely out of the loop. Just somebody who's aware of the characters and kind of what they stand for and what they represent, but not a lot of the intricacies. I couldn't figure out who Guy Gardner was or like anything about Green Lantern other than okay, I know who Hal Jordan is,
Yeah.
right? And I know who John Stewart is, and I know who Kilowog is.
Hmm.
So I know that those iterations of Green Lantern. I know what the Lantern cores are. No idea who this character is, but they did a really, really good job of kind of explaining his temperaments, his personality. There was a lot of personality in the light projections that came out of
Hmm.
the Green Lantern powers. I
Yeah.
thought that was really, really cool. Same thing with Hawk Girl and then Mr. Terrific. Who is Mr. Terrific? I have no idea who this guy is, but he's awesome. He's got gadgets. He's in like a levitating chair.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a spaceship. Like he's doing all this cool stuff. I like the characters just right off the jump. It was awesome.
And that's where I want to piggyback on that. Like characters people don't even know. They did a good job of explaining who these characters were. Um, it's like you said, if you knew who the Green Lantern Corps were, some aspect of who they are and what they represent. But like you said, Guys is just like a hothead. He's got that temperament, which I love about Guy, but it could get him in a bad pickle sometimes because there's a running gag in the comics where Guy and Batman kind of like butt heads with each other, but it's hilarious. I would love to see that going forward in the future. But I know people were kind of apprehensive about Crypto being in the movie. What did you think of Crypto being in
It's awesome. I mean, I love dogs. And then you got a dog with a cape. That's cool. And
it?
then you've got a dog that flies. That's even cooler. And I think they included crypto enough to where it was fun,
Mm.
but then he didn't factor in enough that it was like gimmicky or you're just kind of throwing your hands up and you're frustrated. It's like, well, of course the dog saves the day because it's the dog.
Yeah.
But like crypto kind of just behaved like a very, very relatable dog that you would want to have, but even cooler. So I enjoyed him a lot.
And it's funny because I wasn't expecting Crypto to have this much time in the movie. I thought we were just gonna have him there in the beginning.
Right.
I wasn't sure how going forward when Lex taking him, how that was gonna impact the story. But you saw Superman going to basically turn himself in and try to find the dog, which
Right.
and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about this Superman in particular because I like I the first time I watched the movie, I'm like, okay, this is basically like an episode of Superman the animated series. I watched it
Hmm.
a second time. I'm like, okay, it has those elements of Christopher Reeves and the Superman animated series. Like that, they had meshed real well. And I know it was supposed to be based on the comic of All Star Superman, which him struggling with the identity of his human side and his Kryptonian side, which I
Hmm.
love. That's was the core theme of this whole movie for him. Like which I love because at the beginning you see his Kryptonian parents. The robots say it soothes him, and then towards the end of the movie, where he after he had that conversation with Pa on the farm, and
Yeah.
then he's got the images of his family from Earth, and that was like beautiful, like of him accepting and acknowledging his human side.
Yeah, that was pretty emotional to see at the end there, and it kind of tied everything together that um like for philosophy and psychology people, like nature versus nurture.
Mm,
Like you have this all-powerful being that could do all of the things that were in that message, whether that message was legit or it's going to be a plot device for a later thing with how it was altered, whatever. Like Superman legitimately could take over everybody and rule Earth if he wanted to. However, he was brought up different and he believes different, so he uses his powers for good, which is awesome and altruistic. So them reinforcing it with the all the home movies, like that's
mm,
who he is. He really is Clark
mm-hmm.
because that's how he grew up, and that he's not Kal-El because he was sent as a baby and he doesn't have any kind of recollection of that other than what the robots and what's in the Fortress of Solitude and all that kind of stuff. All that is where he gets the Superman whatever from. Otherwise, he's a Smallville guy.
Yeah, I actually love you brought up the Fortress of Solitude. That's one of those things I was curious of how they were gonna adapt in this movie, and I love the fact that it just basically came out of the ground. It's not
Yeah,
something that's out in the open that you can see. It's just something that comes in and out of the ground without anybody even realizing it. Which good job on that, because there's like certain things in previous movies. I think it was in Man of Steel. It was basically a spaceship that he had. That was his Fortress of Solitude, and then it was basically icebergs. And I
yeah.
don't remember the Christopher Reeves. He basically chucked the crystal that he had from Krypton, and then it came out of the ground, and that was the Fortress of Solitude. But I like this iteration of how it comes in and out of the ground when Superman's nearby.
Yeah, it's super cool. It felt like a superhero thing,
Yeah.
like hey, it's like a special house that only appears when I'm nearby. Like I would love that for my house. Like I like to stay kind of private and whatnot, and then for me to be able to walk up and my house appears, especially if it's buried under ice in the middle of nowhere that nobody can get to. That's pretty freaking cool.
Mhm. Yeah. I One of the things I was looking forward in was the chemistry between Clark Kent, Superman, and Lois Lane, and believable from the very beginning when the first interaction. What when was it? It was after the day at the Daily Planet where they were discussing him about his article, and like and as we know, it's only been 3 months into the relationship, which I thought it was gonna be a lot longer than that, but 3 months is okay for a new iteration for Superman. Because I know, see, we react to the first Superman movie. I don't remember much of that chemistry in that one
Mhm.
because I'm terrible with remembering things.
All good.
Um, but I think this was probably the best Lois Lane Clark Kent probably since Christopher Reeves and in the Richard Donner movies, honestly.
Hmm.
And I would have to argue this version of Lex Luthor is probably the most diabolical and hateful and vengeful one, honestly.
Oh
Like
yeah.
everything he was doing, I believed it. He even came up with a way to battle him, like different combat moves. It's just insane.
Yeah, I think one the relationship with Clark and Lois is super relatable. I think everybody has either been in a relationship like that where, on the surface you're kind of competitive or you're at each other, but then there's more to it when nobody else is around, or you've seen people act like that and you kind of suspect
Yeah.
like they're probably into each other and this is all for show.
Yeah.
So like you were saying earlier about the more Daily Planet interactions in the movie, had they spent more time in the Daily Planet, we probably would have got more of how do the other
Yeah,
reporters and how the other coworkers kind of react to them going back and forth with each other, and that probably would have been cool. And that might be something they pick up on a later date. Um, for Lex, another like highly relatable villain.
yeah.
Like you could picture this guy actually existing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And that's kind of the crazy part is when you start looking at he has a playbook of ways to fight Superman, and he's shelling out plays like you would be
Yeah.
doing for a football game or whatever, and it's working because he's studied Superman so much. Like, well, when you think about like trolls on the internet, what do they do? Like, they know more about the
Mm,
thing they hate than the people who actually care about this stuff.
this
And
is
so
true.
he's so good at hating Superman that he has a team of people that will help him hate Superman and then can fight Superman for him. And then he's got the internet trolls, which are actually
The
monkeys,
monkeys, yeah.
which was hilarious to
Which
me.
is in a way it's us, but yeah, that was like
Right.
a meta commentary, which was funny.
It was brilliant. I thought everything that they did with Lex was phenomenal. And the mannerisms and just like you could feel how much he hated Superman
Yeah,
and
and
was
it's fun.
jealous of Superman.
Yeah, it's funny because he said, "Oh, he hates the metahumans, but he hated Superman in particular."
Right.
Like,
He
and
didn't do
as
it
you
to any of the
say,
other ones.
no, he's like Superman in general. Like, I hate him. A generational hate. Like
Oh, yeah.
for example, he took that one dude that gave Superman some free food that one time and basically used him as a torturing method to get anything out of Superman,
Right.
and that even that, like, that's why I like this Superman, because like he cares about every living thing, even the kaiju he was fighting. He wanted to save it or like take it to intergalactic zoo.
Right.
When he saved a damn squirrel, I'm like, that's my Superman.
Yeah. Great. It did a really good job of showing, not telling, or showing,
Exactly.
not explaining.
Yeah.
Like the actions the characters were taking and the reasons why the characters were doing things told us hours and hours of story within that 2 minute time frame or 2 hour time frame than like having to narrate and do like
Hmm.
blocks of text or having the characters have to monologue or like
Yeah.
explain what they're doing. It was really, really well done.
Yeah, and I want to go back to what we were talking about earlier about Green Lantern. That was one of those things I was curious of how they were gonna adapt those powers, because if you've seen the Ryan Reynolds movie, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I'm it makes me excited now for and we talked about this, the Green Lantern show that's coming out next year. It's gonna have Hal, John, and then Guy Gardner. There might be a couple other lanterns in there that like maybe Kilowog. I don't know if they're gonna, because there's another human lantern, Kyle Rayner. I don't know if they're ever gonna introduce him, but we'll see, because it's because it looks like it's an established Green Lantern Corps at this point. Because the Hal Jordan that we're getting is a grizzled veteran at this point. Hot Girl, I'm curious what they're gonna do with her going forward. She didn't have a lot to do in this movie, but when she did have screen time, she nailed it.
Yeah.
And we were talking about earlier, Mr. Terrific. Give that man a show. Give that man a movie. Give
Yeah.
him anything, bro. Because he was the MVP of this movie. He stole every scene in this movie.
Right. There's a
And
lot of personality there.
and it's funny because he had a previous role in the X-Men movie, and they did him so dirty in that movie. So I'm glad he came back to do superhero stuff and got the chance to shine in here with Mr. Terrific, and he did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen saving the world with his Riz, which is crazy.
Also highly relatable. It's like you either are that guy who way out kicks your coverage. I'm one of them. And then or you know a guy where it's how do you get involved with these women on the internet?
Yeah,
And
and it's funny. Lois said that too. Like Jimmy, how do you do it?
and it's awesome. And I when they first showed like the over the shoulder of Jimmy's phone and it said Mutant Toes was the contact,
Yeah,
and girlfriend kind of look. She's like, "Which superhero is that?" Like, I don't think it's a superhero. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be Luther's girlfriend. That's insane and on her phone all the time.
and
She's
and it's
like,
and
"There's
it's
no way
funny
they put
because
that in a kids movie." I'm
this
like,
the second time I watched it, he had more than one female on that list of phone numbers. I'm like, yo,
yeah,
this man is out here. Jimmy's
he's
out here, bro.
he's farming, dude. Like,
Literally. And then you saw at his work, he had two assistants looking at her like, oh my god, he's so fine.
right, and they established that like right at the beginning. Like, why are they all like giddy over this guy? And it's because he knows what he's doing.
And then when he went to go meet Eve, all those um I don't know what's the technical word I could use for YouTube for this one.
Individuals,
Individuals that you pay. Even they were like, "Oh my god, look at
the
him!" Like
workers,
workers. There you go, workers. I was like, "Damn, what's the word I'm looking for?"
the
try to
workers,
try to
the
keep it
workers were
PG.
very interested in him as well. So he's very, very popular guy in Metropolis. Might be
Oh yeah,
noteworthy.
it's like I said, his Riz saved the universe. Let me see if he. Ty, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. How you doing?
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Hey Ty,
Sukuna was in here not too long ago looking for you.
Oh man, my bad, man. My bad, Dakota, man. I'll be there next time, my boy. How
Um,
you guys doing?
we're good. We're
good
good.
man.
This is my boy Nick.
Hi,
Hey, what's up, Nick?
thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
Hey, no
Um,
problem, man.
it's funny
Won't
because
get to know.
he's not really like us that watches all these superhero movies. So
I'm not well versed,
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
really? Oh
not
man,
So
fluent.
listen.
he basically said that Guy Gardner and like Mr. Terrific, he didn't know who these characters were, and he basically liked the characters and wanted to see more of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. Like, even though I've seen him for a minute. Like, I want to see more of them too, especially Mr. Terrific. I felt like he stole the show, man. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the good thing too about it. I feel like for people that aren't like haven't watched everything and don't know these characters, I feel like James Gunn did a really good job introducing these characters the way that they did.
Hmm.
I agree.
Yeah. Especially Mr. Terrific, man. Like, yo, my man was stressed the whole goddamn time, bro. Homie was like sweating bullets, bro. He was like, yo, y'all making these dimensional pockets and not doing the math, bro. It's crazy.
And it's funny because I was telling Nick that he was Darwin in X-Men, and they basically the way they did him in that was like terrible. So I'm glad he came back for this to do a superhero movie to be Mr. Terrific.
Oh yeah, me too, man. Like I'm really glad that and it's crazy because he said it earlier. I don't know if you mentioned that, Bugs, but he said it earlier that he was supposed to come back after
Oh, I did not know
first
that.
class. He was supposed to come back,
Did not.
and they never brought him back. And I think he said when X-Men Apocalypse came out, that's when he knew he wasn't gonna come out. So James Gunn really did a good job with his characters,
And
man.
it's crazy because the character's name in the X Men that he was playing was Darwin. He could basically adapt to anything, and they just killed him off
Right.
like nothing.
Like he was like, and he said it. He was like, "Yo, the first black guy just to die. Like that's kind of messed up, man. You know what I'm saying?"
um, Ty, we were talking about the Green Lantern powers of how I was curious of how they were gonna do it because Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. We don't want
Oh
to talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah,
what
yeah,
what
yeah.
what did you think of how Gunn portrayed the Green Lantern powers in this?
I thought it was tame. Like I wanted to see more, but it's not a Green Lantern movie. It's a
Yeah,
Superman movie, so you can only do but so much. But from what I saw, it looked cool to me. Especially like when he made like the oven mitts and stuff for
yeah.
the
Yeah.
kaiju
The
monster.
oven mitts and then the muzzle for it.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and then I think he did the eye thing when he was poking the eye in the kaiju. Like that. That was
Yeah,
like
yeah. That one I was like, oh, why?
I was like, why would you do right? But I definitely want to see more because I know we're gonna get
A Green
a Green
Lantern
Lantern
show.
show
Yeah.
like soon. So I definitely want to see more of that. And is he gonna be on that show? That's the question too.
Yes, he already confirmed he's going to be in that on that show, and he's going to be
Oh, okay, awesome.
dropping more f bombs than he ever has in his career.
Nice.
Oh man, I can't wait for that, bro.
And that's why I want to piggyback on what you said. Maybe we'll get all that in the Green Lantern show where they make a minigun. You saw Guy Gardner in the
Ooh,
background was hitting that alien interdimensional imp with a baseball bat.
Right.
bro.
Giving
Yeah,
middle
yeah,
finger
that
to
was it.
tanks. Like he was doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And if you weren't paying attention, you missed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
man.
will say that's end scene where he was just flipping the tanks over with the like that, and then the middle fingers popping up.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
with the
hilarious. Oh,
Melvin,
speaking of characters you never heard of, you know who Metamorpho was or Elemental Man? Nick.
Oh
No, I
man.
haven't seen that one either.
So what did you?
But he was really, really cool too. And there's a ton you could do there. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
his
for sure.
whole body can just turn into whatever. Like
Hmm.
Yeah,
thousands
yeah,
of possibilities.
Even foreign substance that aren't even known to Earth, which is crazy.
yeah, man. Like that was crazy too. Yo, it was crazy how he made the kryptonite too, and even the effects that how he formed it into that. Like that was so dope, man.
He basically made a mini sun as well when Superman
Yo,
asked for it.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I didn't know he could do that. That
I
I
didn't
and I
I
know
didn't
about
know either.
Metamorpho. I didn't know he could do that either.
I knew a little bit about Metamorpho, but I didn't know he could create a
Right.
mini sun like that. That was insane.
Yeah. Yeah, like my exposure to him is like Justice League and Brave and the Bold. Like that's my,
Yeah.
introduction to him. You
I
know what I
forgot.
mean?
Yeah, he was in Brave and the Bold. Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't know he could do that. Like that was crazy, bro.
So
And his baby was in there too. Like,
yeah, I wasn't expecting. I was like, he has a kid.
right. I didn't know that either. But I thought it was like maybe, not Bizarro.
Oh,
Uh
Brainiac.
Brainiac's kid or something. Because I look, but it is what it
Um,
is.
we were also talking earlier about how Gunn basically established that there's a whole universe already of heroes for like 300 years.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Bugs, because I really like that. In that opening scene where you just see, I don't know if you call it open and crawl, but he
I
tells
mean,
you,
to me, it's an opening crawl.
yeah, that's the okay, yeah. So the open and crawl, he explains that these metahumans have been in here for like three
300 years.
300 years, and then it goes all the way down to the present day. I thought that was really cool how he did that, and it also saves time with
Yeah.
trying to build this universe, which we can start right here with Superman, one of the strongest people of all time. Which I don't know if I would call him a metahuman. He's more like an alien, but
Yeah.
semantics.
Yeah, I was about to say yeah, semantics in the universe. We were talking about Lex, how Lex was probably like the best Lex Luthor we've had ever in
Oh,
Superman, honestly.
bro. He is a generational hater, bro. Ain't no way.
Yeah, yeah.
I have never seen no legs hate Superman this much, bro. It's
Mhm.
insane. It's insane. Like,
And we were
yeah.
talking, and Nick was saying how this type of like evil person could actually exist in our real world.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We got a couple of them right now. I won't say it because politically, but but yeah. Like, and the crazy thing is, yo, this dude is smart enough to like probably cure most diseases, but he just want to wait. He want to waste his time trying to kill Superman,
So
bro.
yeah,
Like that's
speaking of
crazy.
how smart he is, we were talking about earlier how he had a whole game plan of how to defeat Superman.
Yeah, and it worked
Yeah,
many a time because homie was getting his ass whooped by Ultraman, bro. Like the whole damn the movie.
aka Bizarro, but yeah.
Yeah. That reveal was crazy, bro. I ain't
But
gonna hold you.
I feel like that's one of those reveals that people kind of had a feeling that that was going to be the case going in. Like
Right,
Ultraman was Bizarro. I mean,
right.
we talked about it before, like off screen on in chats and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't think he would actually like go with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I don't know. Something told me I don't know. I thought it was gonna be Heavy Cavill under that mask. I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
that would be crazy.
right, but I'm glad it wasn't because we're moving on
Yeah,
from what we had before. So hey, listen, I'm cool with that, man. But I didn't even realize it till I watched it. He had the mullet too.
yeah, Yeah, he
Got it.
did.
I didn't even realize that he had the mullet thing too. So I don't know. We getting a Superman Doomsday at some point. I
Well,
don't know.
and that's why I want to follow up with that real quick. He went into the black hole. We don't know if
Mm.
he's dead, and we don't know if he might end up looking how he actually does with the disfigurement of how Bizarro looks.
Oof. I mean, maybe because you could say that maybe the black hole tried to crush him and it couldn't. So I don't know. Maybe you could form it like that. Maybe I don't know.
Mm.
Go that route. There could be, since Ultraman is a clone, right? The reject ones, or he had another one, or tried to make another one, and that one becomes Bizarro.
Oh, I didn't think
Ooh.
about that. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
I can work with that. I can work with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because this one really didn't talk, and actually Bizarro does talk. I just remembered
Yeah, he does. Like, but he told. I think he
he
does
talks
like
like
things
backwards.
backwards. And stuff.
Yeah,
Right. But this one, like you said, he didn't talk. But yo, he had hands, bro. Like, and he was just like so aggressive to Clark too. He was just like,
yeah,
even when they captured him, like he mushed him into the ground, then like just throw him everywhere. I'm like, bro, why are you so aggressive? Like, relax, bro. Um, but yeah, I mean, I liked his role. How did you guys feel about the engineer though?
I was actually gonna bring that up to you and ask you the same question. I know they were talking about the Authority,
Mm.
and we haven't heard much about that. I know you don't know who the Authority is, Nick, or do you? Okay.
No idea.
Um.
I got
Uh.
no clue, no clue.
No
So
idea. Sorry.
she's technically still alive, so you could still do it.
Right. And I'm not sure if she's like a villain in the comics per se. I'm not 100% sure, but I know the Authority is supposed to be a good guy group, like a Black Ops team type of superhero group. So I can see her being a part of that too, and I think she's smart enough to, be a part of that group as well. So I don't know I don't know how they're gonna go about doing that because
Yeah.
I don't even know if she's in jail or not because they never showed her after
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah. We don't know
Oh,
what her
We
current
don't.
situation is right now.
Yeah, so you don't know what's that spot. All right, but you know what though? I did like how they have her powers though. I thought that was cool. Like
The way
when
she took
she
out the
was in the
Superman
force.
robots.
hmm
Oh yeah, that was fire, bro. Like when she did a handstand and she like turned into and
Turned
then
her whole
turned
body.
herself
yes.
into
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire, bro. And-
There's a lot of like Matrix type visuals that could go on with that
Yeah.
character if they want
oh,
to
for sure.
develop it more.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, like her just hacking into everything was pretty cool too. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask
Oh
y'all too? Yeah, go ahead, my
no,
bad.
no. Is it pertaining to the Jarrell stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so we talked about that earlier. What was it you're gonna ask?
Yo, so I was gonna ask, how did y'all feel about the twist
So
with them specifically?
we said it might have been a Brainiac trick to alter the end footage there. I'm just throwing
Oh,
it out there.
okay.
I only said that because I heard that in I don't even know if it was Christian or the Real Rejects at this point. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, they said maybe it was Brainiac that altered that image, not the image, that second half of that message.
I mean, that could be possible because they never really said that it wasn't doctor. They said
It,
that it
Perfect
was
said, "Oh, these people wouldn't lie," but I still don't believe that because
right,
I
right, right, right,
Well,
right.
I mean, people don't lie all the time when they think something is legit and true.
yeah,
So
Mm,
if everybody who's an expert thinks it's authentic, but they're not really familiar with the source material, how would you know if some of it was recreated or some of it was altered if you've never dealt with any of that stuff before?
that is true.
yeah,
I think it
exactly.
just it leaves room to play with for a future story. I don't think it's legit, or I
Definitely.
think there might even be more of it, or even when it was getting hacked and recreated, maybe it jumbled it and created what the message came out as. Like as a hack proof thing, like, oh, there's a real message under the message, but if
Mm,
anybody tried to tamper with it, you got this message instead.
mm,
Right, exactly. Okay, I didn't even think about that. That's facts too.
mm.
Okay, got you. Yeah, because I don't know. It just felt like it was just very like crazy. You know what I mean? Because we never had anything like that. Like
Yeah, it
even in
was
Man
like
of
something
Steel,
different. Yeah,
Yeah, like how it is. Like the parent, Jarrell and Laura, they wanted, their son to help the earth and not conquer it. So I thought that was interesting. I forgot Bradley Cooper was in this movie, yo. Like when I saw him as Jarrell, I was like, oh, I was like, oh.
Um, one thing I wanted to bring up was that scene where Lois was at the Justice Hall.
Oh, that was funny.
So
Yeah.
it looks like we previously had a Justice Society of America. Because I was
Mm-hmm.
looking at specific characters on that mural. One I noticed in particular that's part of that Justice Society is Black Cat.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yes, that was one of those things I noticed right away. I was like, oh shit, that's Black Cat.
Oh.
You know who Black Cat is, Nick?
Oh,
No,
no, you mean Wildcat?
Wildcat.
not
I'm
for
sorry.
DC.
I'm sorry.
No.
Wildcat.
No,
Wildcat.
you good.
So, there's so many cat heroes out there. I don't know. It's hard to keep
Nah,
track.
I feel you.
But yeah, I saw Wildcat. It,
Okay.
I might have seen. It looked like a Jay Garrick maybe because there was a character that was like kneeling down on the ground, looked like they were running, like about to start running.
Oh, that's probably was him then. Especially if he had like the hat with the
Yeah, he had the red shirt and like a silver dome hat, so that might have been
Oh
Garrick.
yeah, that's definitely him then. Okay, I gotta watch that movie again then because I didn't see that. Okay, I gotta see it. Okay,
Yeah, there's
gotcha,
a
gotcha.
lot. There's a lot of people on that mural, so it's hard to remember all of them.
Yeah. No, I really didn't notice that. That's crazy.
Um,
Damn.
I know me and you had different views, Ty, on when we first watched the movie. Now that you've
Yes.
seen it more than once, do you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
feel the same way, or do you uh, lean a different way?
I still feel the same. Okay, so just for people that don't know,
Oh yeah, you guys don't know, so let him. Yeah, he's gonna explain.
right. So when I first came out of it, I was telling them in the group chat, I was telling them that, like, this is basically Man of Steel, Diet Man of Steel, basically, in the sense of like, it was kind of like almost a little bit for beat, like Man of Steel, just filled more with like hope. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, how can I say it? Like more lighter, because that was all of the issues with Man of Steel was the fact that it was too dark for a
no,
Superman
no,
movie.
no, no, no head snapping at the end of this one though.
Oh no no. I mean something snapped. No, we had a couple of snaps here. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
true, true, true.
But yeah. So I originally thought that I did like this movie. I did really like this movie. I just thought it was kind of safe because you got to get everybody in here. You got to get the Donner fans in here, and I feel like that's why even when you look at like the opening and the ending, it's like almost like Donner's,
Yeah,
font wise and stuff.
I'm
But
glad
yeah,
you brought that
yeah,
up because I had said, after the first viewing, it was kind of to me like an episode of Superman Adventures or
right. Animated Adventures. Yeah,
animated. But then after watching it a second and the third time, it's like a mix of that with the Christopher Reeve Superman.
yeah, exactly. And I think James Gunn really did a good job mixing those two together.
Now,
I
now
really think he.
let me ask you going forward. Does James Gunn take a step back, or do you want him to continue directing certain movies or projects?
You know what? I'm good with this one. Let somebody else do something else. You know what I mean? Um, I think he did the impossible task of getting everybody together and mostly liking this movie. And while it was really funny, this movie, I feel like a lot of
Yeah,
the comedic beats hit for this movie. I think we need to have other directors get into it.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Because they're all gonna have like their different style of the movie.
Well,
But
yeah, it's funny you bring that up because yeah, he did say each movie's gonna have a different tone going forward,
yeah,
or
that's what I
each
mean. Yeah,
project.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you just look at the MCU, for example, each movie does have the Marvel formula,
Yeah,
but it has evolved where you can do different things with it. Like we went from Iron Man 1 to like Winter Soldier
Uh,
with
bro,
Captain America. You know what I mean?
I'll give you a perfect example of one recently, Thunderbolts. I know you
Oh
haven't
yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you.
I know
Yes,
you haven't
yes.
seen Thunderbolts, Nick, but Thunderbolts is basically dealing with depression and loneliness. Like
Mhm.
Mhm.
that movie hit hard. Like we weren't
Yeah.
expecting that and win that movie. Like that's where Marvel, exploded because they meshed these genres so well. But at some point, it was just like, let's get this out there. Let's get this out there. All this character, character,
Right.
character, character. Get all try to build this story, but
Right.
it didn't lead anywhere. And then with DC, they were trying to copy Marvel and try to do a big bang and have everything explode in the beginning, and it just failed one after another. But you had some successes in there, and then it didn't end up being how they wanted it. So they cleaned house, like what you do in a sports team, clean house, get new people,
Draft
try to,
picks.
yeah, exactly, draft picks, build up a team. That's basically what they did at DC. You got Gunn running it now with Peter Safran, and then they're focused on DC in that universe. And then you don't have to worry about anything else. He's their Kevin Feige right now at DC.
Oh yeah, for sure. And hey, listen, hey yo, this is something that John Campia said like a long time ago. Like winning cures everything, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
not wrong.
yeah.
He's not wrong, man. Like I think Superman's really gonna knock this out the park and bring DC back to superstardom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some people now that are like, yo, DC is back, bro. DC is
I
here. You know what I
I
mean?
I want to say my mom, she loved the Superman movie, loved it. And it's funny
Oh, that's
because
dope.
every time I go look at how many seats are available during the screening, almost the whole movie's gone. The
Oh
whole
yeah, oh yeah,
like
oh yeah,
it's like it's like
oh yeah,
it's like the hot thing right now.
Yeah.
oh oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I tell you what, man. Honestly, that's a lot of it has to do with the marketing. They really
Yeah,
marketed this movie very
I
very
agree.
well. Yeah.
Even the interviews when they're doing the press tours, I'm like, oh, I'll like because David is an unknown actor out there, and so is Rachel. But everything I've seen from the press tour is making me love David. I'm like, oh, David's growing on me.
Yeah,
That
even
that
like how they
that car agrees.
I know. You get fired up,
yeah.
right?
That's Fast and the Furious out here, my boy. Now, no, but it's cool because like even how they've been talking about the movie and getting into the characters and stuff like that, it really showed that they really did love, really put care into this movie, man. And honestly, this is like one of the most comic booky
That we've had
movies that I've
recently.
seen. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's
cause
gonna be a commercial success too.
I'm trying to think of like the last like comic booky movie that I could actually think of.
That actually made money. Oof.
Mm.
Sin City
Mm.
always jumps out to me because
Oh,
I love that
oh.
movie and I
Oh
watched it a
yeah,
zillion
that,
times
yeah,
over.
yeah. I don't know if
Um.
you would put Watchmen in that. I don't even know if you would add
Watchmen
Yeah,
that.
would be a
yeah,
good one.
yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay,
So
okay.
Ty, the one of the issues that I had with this movie was we didn't get enough Daily Planet and that interaction with everybody there. I don't know if you felt the same way.
I'm a little. I'm half at. Well, yeah, because we didn't really get a lot of Kent Grant. And she's in the promos too, which is crazy. But we did get a lot of Lois and Jimmy. The Jimmy stuff was hilarious. I'm not
The
gonna hold
Riz Master.
you. Yeah, the Risman.
So I heard, I don't know if this is true I heard on Christian's show on Friday that supposedly there were scenes of Clark Kent like doing stuff, and I'm just curious if like that's because I don't know if you remember, Ty, that they showed it previously to a crowd, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna have to reshoot some stuff, and I'm just curious if that some of that Clark Kent stuff or maybe Ma and Pa stuff was cut a little bit from that.
I can see that because I know, like my second view, and I noticed it too. Like, you really don't see Ma and Paul Kent like that. You maybe get like two scenes with them, maybe three, and
But
that's it.
it's funny because at the end with that scene with Paul, that was just like everything that you needed right there.
Right.
Right. And you know what's and I just thought of this too, when I watched it the second time. Um Clark was really not enamored, but he was more focused on his birth parents more
Yeah,
than the Kents.
yeah,
But then we get to the
yeah.
end, it's the other way around, you know?
I said that before you joined. I love like
Oh, you did? Okay, okay,
of
got you.
how he was proud of his Kryptonian heritage, but also acknowledging his human side as well with Ma and
Right.
Pa. But then towards the end, with all the stuff that happened, and then you see at the end he acknowledges his Earth parents as his real parents. In
It is like, oh, you killers? Oh, hell, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. No, we're not doing that, sir. No, 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 no.
Right.
um,
Oh man,
I
yeah. Oh,
actually wanted to ask you because I asked Nick as well.
okay.
Did you like the amount of crypto that we got in this movie?
Yo, I love crypto. Crypto was my dude, bro.
I
Like,
I,
yeah.
I wasn't expecting to get that much crypto in this movie, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I thought we were gonna get him in like 3 scenes or something. Nah, he was like literally backseat of the movie, bro, with Superman, bro. Especially, oh my gosh, when homie was out there and fighting Ultraman too, bro, when he came in
Bro,
and hit
Roy,
Ultraman,
damn.
bro. And then we got that scene where he's helping Clark fight the Luther goons up in the
Oh, that
sky.
was great. Yeah.
Bro,
Yo,
bro,
that
bro. When
that
he,
that end scene in general, from him fighting Ultraman and the Engineer, going up to the sky, dropping down, then fighting
bro,
Bizarro Superman, then the Raptors. It's just like one boom, 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 boom,
one
and
thing after another. Oh my
I
gosh.
I will say I like the way Gunn portrayed his powers in this, the way he was using them
Oh,
as
me
well.
too. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Especially
yeah.
when he at the end with the Raptors, where he was just using his eye beams, just like spinning around in circles like a goddamn Beyblade. I'm like, ooh,
No, for real. And then after that, you just see him like come in like he from the Injustice games, like just coming in with the eye beaming, bro. Just
yeah.
bullshit, bro. Oh my gosh, man.
I will say that fight with Ultraman slash Bizarro, he was not that was he was
No, he wasn't playing, bro.
whooping
Nah,
that
he
ass,
was not
bro.
playing. Yo, he was not. He was kicking Superman in the balls, bro.
And,
He
and,
was throwing them
and that
everywhere, bro.
and
He was
that's
not
why I
playing
like
with him.
this version of Superman, because like he'll get angry and he'll
Oh
whoop your
yeah.
ass.
Oh yeah. He ain't got no problem with that. But yo, but I ain't gonna
Speaking of
hold.
that, real quick,
Yeah.
the engineer was like locked onto his hand, and he just boom on Ultraman.
Yeah.
Yo,
Here's the weapon.
yo, man, Clark, listen, man. And you know what's crazy? When he went up to the sky, I didn't know what he was trying to do.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, 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 because he just was just going up, and then it was crazy how Engineer and Ultraman were just keeping up with him. Like, dude, that was crazy, bro.
And that shows you
I'm
how
surprised.
fast Superman is, honestly.
Oh my, yo, we got to talk about that too. The flying scenes in this movie
Great,
was fucking
great,
crazy.
yeah.
Especially when you find out when Clark goes back to the fortress and you just see him just flying there,
Super
and it's
fast,
like
yeah.
seconds, yeah, seconds, bro. And then you just see the wind, like the rain coming off of his face and all that, bro. Freaking awesome, freaking awesome. And that's the thing too. I really think that James Gunn really did a great job. Um, on Snyder too. But I feel like James Gunn also did a great job in showcasing how these gods would really be in our world. Snyder really did a great job with that too. But James Gunn, man, he really did a great job with this as well.
I'm trying to think of what else. Is there anything else you didn't like about in the movie? Because it's kind of hard to honestly like
Oh,
be
you know what? I thought about it. I didn't really like Ma Kent that much.
really.
Only because of that scene where she's talking on the phone.
Paul says.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't feeling that because I'm like, yo, country people are not that stupid, bro. Like, what
Yeah.
we do? Like, that's the only thing I didn't like.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's the fact that she's old and she doesn't know how technology works. She's like, maybe I gotta
Yeah.
talk this close for him to listen. But we all know Clark has super hearing. He could definitely hear what she's saying.
yeah, and then he's hearing that like 500 decibels too. So it's like, bro,
They're really trying to spoon feed it to you
Yeah.
that they
right,
were simple people from the middle of
right,
nowhere.
exactly,
And then kind of
Exactly.
get you to relate, like maybe your parents don't know how technology works and they talk the same. So it's like, you get the eye roll going.
Exactly. Oh, I forgot. What did y'all think about the cameos? Peacemaker one.
Bro,
I laughed. It was
I was
fantastic.
not expecting that. Was not
I was
expecting
like,
that.
ah.
And then it's just funny listening to what he's saying. Like, oh, they're just jealous of me because I'm so jacked. I'm just like, this.
Right.
And then he's talking about, oh, these people have like, they're very dark and delusional. I'm like, bro, you're one too. What are you talking about?
Right. And it's like, yo, I'm like, yo, how, like, is this gonna be before or after
See,
Peacemaker 2? Like,
I
that's my question
I
too.
had so many questions when that Peacemaker showed up because I'm like, where does this take place when we get to Peacemaker? Because I don't know if
Right.
you've seen the trailer for Peacemaker, Nick, but there's two Peacemakers now.
Oh,
So I don't even
Somehow, some
know
way, yeah.
how that's gonna go going forward, honestly.
Exactly. And then Frank Grillo, he's well, I'm gonna talk about him in a second, but he's gonna be in
I was
Peacemaker
gonna bring
2.
him up too, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Another thing I wanted to talk about before you get to Frank Grillo. It
Mm.
seems like Max Lord funds a lot of technology in
Oh
this
yeah, I
movie
was gonna
because
bring that up too. Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen had a laptop from Max Lord. There was a Max Lord building in Metropolis. Max Lord is basically funding the Justice League, or at this point,
Hmm.
before Batman gets involved. Um, and see, that's the other thing. I don't know how this this Superman's gonna mesh with whatever version of Batman we're gonna get in Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, because I don't. Well, we know he's not gonna be grounded. He's gonna be fantastical for sure. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. Like, and how is that Gotham gonna look too?
Mm.
Like, because I feel like Matt Reeves did a great job making
I I
Gotham its
I
own
think that's
character.
the
You know
best
what I mean?
version of Gotham besides Tim Burton's
Oh,
Gotham.
agreed. So it's like, how are you gonna make this different from the other Batmans and the other Gothams that we've seen? And I think
And
that's why James Gunn's having a hard time really
I'm
figuring that out.
I'm curious if Gunn's gonna keep them like how they are in the comics, or he might go the Snyder route where they're just like neighboring cities with each other.
I feel like you should do. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't have a problem with either one, to be honest with you.
Because I like the idea in the Snyderverse where they were neighboring cities, but in the comics they're like a distance away from each other.
Right.
If
I
if
rather the Snyder way, honestly. Yeah.
from what I remember, Gotham is in New Jersey and Metropolis is in Delaware. I could be wrong.
Or something like that. Yeah. Something like that. I think you're right, my boy.
I'm gonna double check just in case.
Yeah, double check that.
So, what were you
But
gonna say about Grillo? Uh,
yeah, I was gonna say about Frank Grillo. I knew he was gonna be in here, but I didn't know what kind of role he would have. I think the role he had was decent. I think I think him having the position that he has was pretty cool. Especially after seeing him in Creature Commandos. So I thought his role was like pretty decent. How did you guys think about that?
um, I it seems like he's on the metahuman side, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. You know what? You know what, Bugs? I'm glad you said that because that scene where almost towards the end, I know one of them said next to Frank Grillo, they said, I know you like the metahumans because now they're gonna be running the show or something like that. So when they
Yeah.
said that, I automatically knew we're headed towards a Kingdom Come end game when we get later on into this movie verse.
Okay, so it says Metropolis on the Delaware side of Delaware Bay, directly across from the Gotham City. Okay, so they're kind of in
Close
a
to each
way,
other.
yeah, yeah.
Got you. Oh, guys, what did you think about? Did you talk about Lois? Yeah.
Um, I mean, we talked about the chemistry between Clark Kent and Lois, but we didn't really dive into Lois like that.
Okay. Well, I
We
mean,
we, we could do it now.
okay, bet. I mean, well, what did you guys think about it? In my opinion, I think she was a great Lois, honestly.
I agree. I think I said I think I like their chemistry since that was probably like the best chemistry we had since like the Donner Superman and
Oh, 100%, 100%. I mean, even if you look at like the Dean Cain Superman, like, I don't know if you guys watched that one, but
oh
even
man,
with that one,
I don't even want to get started with what that man said this weekend.
oh yeah, we not gonna touch that because that was a crazy ass statement. But yeah, man, like I really did like this Lois. This Lois was like, she wasn't afraid to voice her opinions. She
No, she
don't
wasn't.
care
That's
if
good.
Yeah,
you was if you were a 6'5" hulking alien. She don't care. She gonna tell you what it is, bro. Like that scene, when they're having, oh my, that was so hilarious. When they're having the
the
argument,
interview.
when they're doing the interview,
Yeah.
that was hilarious.
Hashtag super shit.
Yeah.
That upsets me, Lois.
Again, another relatable interaction. It's
Oh
like we've
yeah.
all been there.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure,
So
for
so
sure.
what did you think of like Lex basically having monkeys being the ones driving the hate for Superman?
The internet trolls.
The internet trolls, yeah.
Oh man, that was hilarious too, man. Ah man.
But
Yo, even oh
he was so
yeah.
calculated about everything he did, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Even like the pocket dimensions too. Like,
Yo,
bro.
yeah, that I always like. Besides everything that happens in the movie, like this man literally made a pocket universe.
Hmm.
Just for storing people that say bad things about him on the internet.
Exactly.
Or did something wrong
Just
to
don't
him.
like him, period. Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You say, oh, you broke up with me, or you going to the gulag, yo.
He got disappeared.
Oh,
and
for
as
sure.
and as we saw, he's going to Belle Reve as of right now. I don't know what there's so many things that they could do with Superman 2. Um oh, one thing we've completely glossed over was Supergirl being in the towards the end of this movie, which I was not expecting at all.
I
Yeah.
wasn't either. I thought she was gonna be in the end credits or something. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but we got a little introduction of what we're gonna see next year for Supergirl, and I'm just curious because I know people said that's who Kara is until she eventually, I guess, whenever Supergirl comes out, which she has. Maybe that fight with Lobo and Supergirl, who knows? Maybe that changes her, makes her become how Clark is a better person, become
Like
a
a
better
little bit more
human.
stoic, and yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. That took me aback a little bit, just because I've seen like Supergirl show on CW, and she's
yeah, and
not like that. She's like a
she's not like that.
total,
Yeah,
yeah, like a total 180. From the one that we saw. So that did take me aback a little bit. But nah, it was cool for me. I like her suit though. Her suit is like
yeah.
really, really, really dope.
She,
I
it's
I, I
she got
like the
the
suit though.
classic suit with the skirt
Hmm.
and yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said it earlier when before you got in here, the kaiju fight where Superman was basically saving everybody that was in danger, even the damn squirrel.
Oh yeah, I felt like that was cool. Like he had to use the super breath on the dog so she could get out
Yeah,
of the way, bro. And
damn dog didn't want to move.
hmm and even like but I like that scene too because it does show you the difference between what Superman does and what everybody else does. Because
Yeah,
when the Justice Lords, when they get there, the Injustice League, when they get there, they're trying to kill the kaiju. You know what
yeah,
I mean? And Superman's trying to preserve it. So it gets to a point where, and I didn't notice this my first time, when uh when Superman, you remember the scene where Superman saves the girl from the canisters?
yeah.
One of them actually went and hit a dude
Oh, really?
in the store.
I didn't
Yeah,
even notice it.
yeah. And then Superman's like, "Yo, be careful. What are y'all
Yeah,
doing?"
yeah, I
So
remember that. Yeah,
yeah, so it was like I love that attention to detail because, like I said, it just shows me that we're gonna get to like an Kingdom Come type of story at some point of this movie verse.
yo, that would be crazy. A Kingdom Come, Superman.
Yeah. For real, bro.
Let me ask you: do you think he'll have the same suit in the next movie, or he'll get an upgrade?
I think he'll get an upgrade. Oh, because I thought he was gonna get an upgrade in this movie, but he didn't, which is fine because I actually really like that suit. But yeah, I think he'll get an upgrade. Once we get I think Gunn said that there was gonna be like a Batman Superman type of movie,
Oh, World's
like
Finest.
World's Finest type of deal.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think maybe then we'll probably get like an upgraded suit, and then we'll see how Batman's really gonna look in that suit. Because that's my question. Like, how is he gonna
Mm.
look with his suit? That's my question.
Um. So the other thing I wanted to bring up was, and we talked about this before, Ty, about how kryptonite, the way it affects Superman in this universe, how
Oh my
he
gosh,
basically
yeah.
becomes deformed, and that's, I don't think I've ever seen that in Superman before, honestly. Usually he gets weak, he can't fight back, but this one, after
Yeah, it killed him. Like it
exposure,
literally killed him.
yeah, it was
It's
killing
like
him. Like,
radiation poisoning for him.
yeah,
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
yeah. And it look, he's well, in some cases they say like he's allergic to
Hmm.
kryptonite, and when I saw that, it looked like an allergic reaction to me.
Hmm.
So I love that they kind of went with that because he started puffing up, he couldn't really breathe like that. James Gunn really did his homework, man. Even with
I'm
like he did the hypno glasses too. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I like that explanation though, but I'm just curious of how they're gonna come across more kryptonite, because
Oh yeah, that's my
I
question. Like, what? How did they get rid of it? That was my question.
yeah, because as we know, Grillo said, or General Flag said, there's no more kryptonite, and
Right. So I'm like,
Elemental Man is gone. He's with Joey and whoever that female was he was with.
right. Oh no, I thought he joined the league. No,
Oh yeah, well yeah, he was like, oh, Justice Gang, I like that name.
he said
You're in.
you're it. Oh man.
And
Oh,
there
actually,
could
what
be
is?
some. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, go ahead, my boy.
I was gonna say there could be with the dimensional split, some
Mm.
kryptonite maybe popped up.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what?
Ooh.
I didn't think about that. Ooh.
There was some secret kryptonite hidden in the pocket universe somewhere. Now there's a big deposit.
Ooh.
They're mining it.
I like that.
Ooh, I like that, man. Okay, okay. Somebody ain't seen the movies, man. You got some thinking going on, man. I like that, man. I
I
like that.
I've done some writing in the past, so.
Hey, listen, you got to write in here too. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, we definitely got to have you on the show more, my boy.
But thank you, I appreciate that.
No problem, man. But
Sorry for cutting
I
you off.
really,
I'm a bit new.
huh?
A bit new. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I just wanted
Oh,
to get
nah,
that in.
you're good. You're good. Don't even worry about it, man. We're glad to have you on the show, man. We don't get a lot of guests, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
we definitely got to get more guests up in here for sure. Oh, but yeah, no, but honestly, overall, I really did like this show. I mean, show. I really did like this movie. And I'm very, hopeful for DC going forward with their
Uh,
movie plan, pun intended.
I will say, every time Superman did something and that score hit, I'm like, yes.
Yes, 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 for sure. For sure. Oh,
Especially towards the end where he comes to save that woman in the car, and then once she gets out, you see him just rise out of the smoke, and then the music just hits.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, that was very cool too, man. Like the visuals in here were very good, man. I gotta admit that. Yeah,
See,
man. But
see,
yeah, I had a good time.
he saw it in 3D. I gotta watch it in 3D.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in 3D. I saw it in I didn't I didn't even see it in IMAX. I saw it in RPX and
I
then I saw it in 2D. So I gotta see it in IMAX. Yeah,
see.
yeah,
I don't have RPX around here or 4DX. I don't have any of that stuff around here.
Man, all right, I'm sorry about that,
I know
man.
4DX is gonna have you crazy going in the seats and stuff like that.
I don't think it's that one. Wait, is it?
I think it is. I think 4DX is the
Oh, it is.
ones like it's like full immersive in the movie.
Oh yeah, I
Like
did that. I did that one time.
you feel the weather and everything is like, damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did that one time. I'll never do it again. Never.
What'd you do it
Never.
for?
You know what's crazy? Y'all gonna laugh at me. I think I did it for Hobbs and Shaw.
That's an interesting movie to watch. You were just probably just
Yeah, man.
"Eh."
and, and I had no idea. And I think I felt some raindrops on my head, man, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo, is the rain coming from the ceiling? What's
Yeah, that was
going on here?
throwing me off in the movie theaters. I was like,
Yeah, and then it started shaking too when they started doing the fight, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? My fucking phone jumped off, man. Yo, it was a crazy sight, bro, for sure. That's why I said never. I will never do those tickets again.
I'm trying to think of anything else we could talk about because we've ran through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think, yo, I think that's it, my boy. I think we're good.
Um,
Like y'all can think of anything.
well, we said it earlier about Clark accepting his human side, and then that speech between him and Lex about him being an alien, and you're like, I hope for your sake you eventually see, this is your world too. Hopefully you become a bit. He's trying to see the hope in Lex, but we know Lex isn't gonna be like that.
Right. And I wonder if Superman's gonna be at that point where he's just like, F him, I'm not I'm still gonna do the right thing, but I'm not hoping for Lex's redemption anymore. I don't know if
We'll,
we're ever
we'll
gonna get
see.
to that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I think this
Um
is their first time interacting in this universe, right?
oh, that's a good question.
Because from all I know is he's been studying him. That's just about it.
Right. He maybe, saw him in the in the on the TV and stuff, more than likely.
Mm,
But like face to face, nah, I think this is like the first time, I think. Yeah.
okay.
Which I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until now. I'm like, okay, wait, might have been their first time interacting with each other because
Right.
Lex's whole thing of this movie was setting up that plan so he could kill Superman.
Right. And are we gonna see more Lex in the future?
I
That's
I
my
I
question.
think so. We at some point we might get Lex in the suit
Mm.
in the armored suit
I wonder if
because
that's gonna be like in the sequel or something, because I think Gunn said that
may
Superman's not gonna get a sequel per se, but he's gonna be
uh,
crossing over with someone.
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I I,
but I could be wrong. I could be
I
100% wrong.
I didn't hear him say that.
Oh, I bet. I like if I find when he said it, I'll let you. I'll send it to you.
All right. I think that's
I've
it,
got
right?
one to ask you guys if you want to
Oh,
play along
okay.
a little
Yeah, go
bit.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
So in this new, was it Gods and Monsters
Yeah,
iteration?
Gods and Monsters. Yeah.
Okay. Top 3 wish lists or top 5 wish lists.
Oh.
Ooh,
Superheroes that you
Ah,
want to get a
damn.
main focus,
ooh.
and then villains you want to get a main focus.
Damn.
Ah.
Any iterations or any kind of mashups, doesn't
Mm.
have to be the
Ooh,
primary hero villain dynamic, like if you could cross it up.
right. Damn, that's a good one, my guy.
I I'm gonna go first just because
Okay, go ahead. I gotta think about it. Go ahead.
I want to say Flash because that last Flash movie
Yeah, it wasn't up to par. Yeah, we
wasn't
we
up
need,
to
we got
par.
we gotta get a restart. Yeah, yeah.
Um, a villain. Hmm.
You know
Actually, you know
what? I
what?
want.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
go
not.
ahead.
I'm gonna go the Spectre just because he's
Oh,
one of
okay.
those
All right.
characters that you don't see often in the DC universe.
Facts, facts. Okay, got you. Hero wise, I want to see a Nightwing, bro. I want a Nightwing movie. I
Mm,
don't know why we haven't gotten a Nightwing movie yet. Like that's crazy to me, bro. You know what I
I know.
mean?
I know.
But I definitely want a Nightwing movie, for sure. Villain side,
Oh, I just thought of villain.
oh, who you got?
Just because in the Snyderverse we were supposed to get it, Slade, Deathstroke,
I was just about to say that too, bro.
bro.
I was
Hmm.
just about to. Yes, I want him full on Slade, bro. Washing
Ugh,
everybody.
that's one of those that could have been, bro.
Yeah, man. Oh, actually, hold on. It's either him
Hmm.
or or hmm, or Brainiac. I want to see
Ooh.
Brainiac, bro.
Ooh.
I
I
gotta see
don't I
Brainiac.
don't think we've ever done a Brainiac in live action, have we?
No, never. Not that I remember. No.
I would like that. I'm gonna say one more just because I loved him so much in Black Adam. Doctor Fate.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, just get Prince Bronson back, bro. I don't care. Just
Yeah,
get him
right.
back.
Yeah.
Get him back, bro. Because he really did that character justice
See, when
for
it when
sure.
it comes to Batman, Joker's overdone at this point. Like he's
Yeah,
got a
I
whole
agree.
bunch of other rogues galleries that we could do.
Mhm.
And I feel like we're gonna get that when we get to his
Great.
movie. Hopefully, I hope we see like other rogues and not just like one or two. You know?
I maybe Court of Owls. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I would love to see them too because this is because we never really had them in like a movie
No.
capacity or even like a TV capacity either. Like I definitely want to see them too.
But yeah, those are the ones that we would like to see.
For sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, that's my list, man.
All right, that's not a bad list, honestly.
Yeah, it was neither.
I would ask you, but it seems you don't really watch
I have
the
no
movies.
idea. So,
Yeah.
And that was a good question, though. I really appreciate that.
But I think yeah, I think that's it. We pretty much ran through everything so far in Superman and where we're hoping for in the future of the DC universe. Before we get out of here, to those of you that like D&D, enjoy D&D, and you want to watch some D&D videos or follow uh channel on Twitch, I'm gonna let Nick take it over real quick. Let me share this.
Take
yeah,
it
thank
over.
you. Appreciate you guys having me on. I broadcast with a regular group of people on a channel called God Mode. It is run by a guy named Jason, who's the DM. It's a group that's been together for several years. We've got multiple campaigns with hundreds of hours of archive footage on the Twitch. It's episodic in nature. Um, I feel we do a really, really good job of having original content. A lot of it is homebrewed with special rule sets and a lot of at the time, a lot of live interaction with the chat determining things that were happening in the game. So if you're interested in stuff like that, go ahead and give Jason a follow at God_mode. He also is a professional game master at this point, and he has a start playing page, same thing, God mode, where he runs campaigns for you to either drop in if you don't have a set group of friends. He can hook you up with a already existing group and slot you in, or if you are a group of players, but you need a really seasoned DM that will make you custom content to fit your needs, he's really good at that stuff too. He's a phenomenal writer, does great voice acting work. I'm a huge fan of his stuff. I've done things with him for years. Give him a shout out. Let him know you heard it here. Check out some of his stuff. I really think you'll be impressed with what's just floating out there on the internet.
Do you also want to talk about the gotcha mix, or did you say it?
So his latest project is called Gotcha Gimmicks. It's
Gotcha gimmicks.
a
Yeah, there you go.
it's a tactical turn-based game that he's kind of developing from the ground up. It's I guess a nuts and bolts version of explaining it would be um you as a you're like a mechanic and you have robots and you cause them to fight and you kit them out with different abilities and techniques and things, and they match up against each other kind of in a rock paper scissors way with a lot of d6s. If you like throwing dice and you really like chaotic gameplay, he's coming up with this game on his own. He's doing the art, he's doing the rules and things, and it's come a long way. It's been really cool to see him develop it.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. Yeah, y'all go check that out. All right.
Um, I think that's it. Yeah, we got the
All
plugs
right.
in. Um, I as far as content for the channel, I think we got One Piece coming out, Ty. That right?
Yep, that's coming out tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow at 3. Y'all check that out. Okay.
Uh,
We got some other stuff coming out too. We got Dan and Dan. We're gonna be working on that soon, so don't even worry about that. And we're gonna have Severance coming out probably this week. We also got the League gonna come out too, either this week or next week. Yeah, we got some stuff filled out, man.
all right. Well, as you heard, the captain said we're done. If anyways, if you guys
Yeah.
enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this after the live stream, and we'll try to do more of these lives because I've seen you guys coming in here and interacting
We
with
appreciate
me and
that too.
whatnot.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Each more
Anyways,
to get.
yeah. Support the channel, like Ty said, and we'll see you guys on the next one.